Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. Now from the campus of Rock Valley College, here's your host, Eric Wilson.
Welcome to Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. Oh, and a hush falls over the crowd. We have a whole room of people here that you can't see, but they just now realized that we are live on TV from Rock Valley College. How exciting is that? To be perfectly honest, that was a cheap way to get some applause and prove to everybody that it's not just us sitting here in this room. What an exciting night for everybody here. We had 32 teams begin our Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl this season. We are down to just 2 of them. So we are excited that you are here for this finale with us. 3-time defending champ Auburn Knights square off against the Keith Country Day Cougars. Who's here for the Auburn Knights? We even have posters that you can't see. Who's here for Keith? We have a pretty good mix of crowd. I tell you, this is going to be oh, there we got a crowd shot and the signs and everything. See how fast our production team works? Again, just because the sound didn't prove enough that I wasn't in this room by myself, but it's nice to have some interaction here. Speaking of interaction, I'm going to actually talk about a way that you can interact with us tonight as well. Over the next 90 minutes, we will profile some of those teams, or the 2 teams that are here, plus some of the actual teams who played throughout our tournament this season. We'll talk to some of the people who made Season 4 as exciting as it was. And again, we are going interactive, so here's how that's going to work. Throughout the show, I will ask you, we'll call them Stateline Quiz Bowl trivia questions pertaining to things that happened this season. So I'll ask you those questions, and then up on your television, we'll actually get a real-time response as you play along with at home. So here's how you do that. You can log in to play.statelinquizbowl.tv. So there you can answer, and then of course we will see those, should be right underneath me here where the answers will show up, and we'll keep that going as we go throughout the show. So let's try that now, and we're going to give you the first question. I was trying to kill some time so that you could actually log in, but you will have some time. You don't have to do it immediately, but you'll have a couple of seconds to log in and answer this question because it'll be up for a while. Here's our first interactive question tonight. Tonight's championship game between Auburn and Keith Country Day is the 31st game in Season 4 of Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. Approximately how many questions have been asked? You will have multiple choices to pick from, and I'll have the answer for you coming up in just a bit. And while you put in your guesses or log in and get ready to put on those guesses, we begin this Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl, as we always do, even through the regular season, with a special message from our friends at Bergstrom.
Bergstrom is proud to bring you the Stateline Quiz Bowl Season 4 finale. Since the start of this tournament, we have been looking forward to seeing who will be crowned champion. And tonight is the night. To Auburn and Keith Country Day teams, good luck.
All right, and again, we are interactive tonight. Head to play.statelinquizbowl.tv to play along. And while you are putting in your guesses to how many questions that I've asked students, it's time for me to ask some questions to these guys. Familiar faces, they have been here since day one. Dave Rydell, who is chairman of Bergstrom, and Jack Schaefer, who is the CEO. First of all, on behalf of not just us at the station who put this on, but the contestants, their schools, and their families, thank you for being such a strong supporter of the Stateline Quiz Bowl, because we truly could not do this without your support. So I want to start off by thanking you both for that. And so, Dave, I want to start with you. As I mentioned, you have been here since day one. Let's look back and talk about how this came about. How did Stateline Quiz Bowl form? How was Bergstrom involved from the beginning?
Well, we were approached, well, it was a little over 4 years ago by WTVO for a program, and I can't remember exactly what that was going to be, but Jack's wife had witnessed something out in Ohio when she was visiting. And we came up with that idea, and that's how this grew out. That goes way back to the beginning. So that's how this all started.
So, Jack, the credit goes to your wife then, right? Well, credit where credit is due. She is here. So, throughout these 4 seasons, what have you seen as far as reaction to people who watch the show, people who make comments about the show? There's moments that they bring up, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely incredible that people have this on their calendars. You know, I had a neighbor that I was talking to, and he said, look, I need to get off the phone because the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl is about to start.
That's
it's
appointment
just been
TV.
a really fabulous experience, and it feels so good to do that for the community.
And before we get too far, Dave, I do want to acknowledge that you were just inducted into the Order of Lincoln, if that's the right word, inducted for the state of Illinois. Congratulations on that. That is a very big honor.
Thank you.
What does that really mean to you? How important is that to you? What does that mean?
Well, obviously an incredible honor. When I received the call, which was some time ago, telling me I had been selected, I found it very hard to believe. It's the last call I would have expected to come to me in the world, and obviously it's really a very humbling experience and a true honor to receive that.
Clearly, it's a big picture reason that you earned that award, but we'd like to think that a little bit of that was your involvement here in Stateline Quiz Bowl.
It could be. I have no idea how the Academy selects or nominates or selects, but perhaps you're right. This is maybe part of it. I don't know.
Well, so thank you and congratulations.
No, thank you.
Back to our interactivity now. We have, again, we'll get to some more questions to the contestants, but you'll get a chance to play along. The first interactive question we had, how many questions have been asked so far? And the majority of the answers are 44%, and it's actually the correct answer. So if you answered 1,700 questions, you are correct. Ding, 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 ding. You don't get to win anything. Just bragging rights. Tell people that you won the interactive. We're going to take a quick break, come back with more of our pregame for the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale right after this. Don't go away.
One of my favorite parts about Bergstrom is that it's a family environment, but it's also a global company with lots of opportunities in the future.
You get to learn how to be in a professional environment while also learning.
The experience working here at Bergstrom was definitely invaluable.
No one at my school or at many universities I know gets that hands-on experience firsthand until they're either in the work field or later.
So when a company is offering internships, you should definitely be looking into it. Now when a company like Bergstrom offers you an internship, you should be running to it.
Being part of engineering it's very exciting. I'm just starting my career right now, and I'm looking to becoming a mechanical engineer.
Rockford has a lot of talent. We have a lot of smart people. So to me, getting my degree here in Rockford just shows that Rockford's strong, and we have a lot of strong talents. So this program can open that up, and we can utilize that, and we don't have to pull in other talent from other places. We can use our own talent that we have here.
I would describe Rowan as an active 1.5-year-old. We didn't know anything at birth, and to have the doctor come in the middle of the night to sit and patiently tell you your child has a heart condition any time of day. There was always doctors on the floor able to see him at any time. I don't know how you can ever thank them enough. All of the amazing care that they provide. I can't wait to see what the future holds for Rowan.
Tony's of Winnebago wants you to stop on in this holiday season and enjoy the taste of Winnebago. Located just off Highway 20 in Winnebago, Tony's offers a variety of menu items with an extensive wine list for the perfect pairings. Have a party or corporate event? Tony's offers exclusive catering services from small parties to large corporate events. We're Tony's, and we want you to experience the taste of Winnebago.
Welcome back to the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale, here live at the PAR at Rock Valley College. Now, even before I was the host of the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl, I was a fan of the show. Confession time. And one of my favorite parts was the NECA IBEW lightning round. If you watch the show, it may be your favorite. We call it the lightning round for a reason, because it's super fast. The teams went 10 for 10 this season 3 times, and that is a record. So your next question, interactivity, if you're playing along at home, through 4 seasons of Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl, 226 lightning round topics have been chosen. How many times overall has a team gone 10 for 10? You already have part of the answer. You know that 3 times it happened this season. Remember to head over to play.statelinquizbowl.tv to answer, and we'll get the results of that coming up in just a second. But one of the teams to go 10 for 10 was Keith Country Day. Here is a look back at Game 9. The 2 categories that you have to choose from, and Keith, since you won the toss, you will get to choose from these. Jacob, your captain, so you will make the decision. The categories are books of the Bible or battles.
Yeah, we're going to go battles.
Based on Cooper's enthusiasm, that was probably a good choice. Keith, here we go. 60 seconds to get these questions. In which modern-day country were these battles fought? I name the battle, you name the country. 60 seconds starts when I give you this first one. Here we go. Hastings.
England.
Correct. Tours.
France.
Correct. Buena Vista.
Mexico.
Correct. Balaclava.
Pass.
Panipat.
India.
Correct. Plains of Abraham.
Canada.
Correct. Carabobo.
Venezuela.
Correct. Dien Bien Phu.
Vietnam.
Correct. Alamein.
Egypt.
Correct. Rorke's Drift.
South Africa.
Correct. Balaclava.
Ukraine.
Correct. That is your 10. 100 points. You ran the category. Moral of the story, Jacob, whenever Cooper jumps out of his pants when you hear the category, you must go with that category. Nice work. What a fun flashback. Joining me now, two of the young men that you just saw there, Jacob and Cooper. Congratulations, you guys. And Ethan Strombeck, who is on Auburn State. This is proof we can all get along. In about half an hour or so, they are going to be head-to-head and probably won't even want to look at each other straight. I take that back. I mean, it's exaggerating, right? I mean, you guys, this is a small community, a Quiz Bowl community. You guys are friends, right? Ethan, I want to start with you, mostly because you're closest to me. You probably have the fastest buzzer finger in the game. Seriously, how do you prepare for this?
Well, I practice buzzing about 30 minutes every night. But
read into that what you will.
But in actuality, half of it is team practice, strategy, making sure that we communicate very well and that we can buzz fast when we need to. The other half, obviously, is learning all that stuff, and that you can do as a team. We share resources with each other that we want to help each other with so they can get smarter, but at home, too, we try and go through books, websites, anything that can give us answers, potential answers.
And the look on your face is priceless when you get buzzed out. It's fun. So if that happens tonight, pay attention to that happening. And so I want to turn over to Jacob and Cooper. First of all, we need to point out, too, that Cooper, if you haven't been watching this season, Cooper is in 8th grade, by the way. And certainly, yes. And certainly carried the team through that round, through that lightning round. Again, Jacob, right? If he gets really excited about a category, what are you going to do?
When Cooper gets hot, and I let him roll.
That's right. And by the way, I want to point out that, some of us hide our nervousness being up here in front of a crowd. The least nervous contestant in the entire season is Jacob, right in the middle there. You can see how he's casual with the microphone, like he's done this before. You practice that at home too, right?
I practice this at home 20 minutes a day.
With the Hamilton lyrics. We had a great Hamilton moment during one of our breaks last time. Talk a little bit about how this is a little bit different than a standard academic bowl competition that you guys do.
I definitely think that the standard academic bowl competition, it's a lot more rigorous in terms of things that you actually have to study at school. Here, it gets a little more loose. We can have a little bit more fun with it. There's some, as we like to call it in the game, some trash thrown in. That I personally, if I hear a Lady Gaga question, I love that Lady Gaga question.
Did you just call some of our questions trash?
Pop culture. Forgive me. But I definitely, I love the fun-loving atmosphere that Stateline puts out, and I really think that this is a good outlet for Quiz Bowl as a game.
Did you tell that even me making fun of him didn't make him nervous at all?
No, never.
Cold as ice. I'm going to start calling you Iceman.
Ice in my veins.
So we're out of time for the interview, but I know you guys want to prep and probably do some pregame. You do your own thing, right? We've got about half an hour before that happens. So thanks for taking time out of that and joining me, and good luck to both teams. That's going to be a fantastic match. Thanks for being here. All right, more interactivity, right? Let's get an answer to this one. How many perfect lightning rounds have we had? Again, there was a record 3 this time, and the majority of people answering say 8. That is the correct answer. So far, so good, right? We're doing phone a friend. This would be perfect. Or ask the audience. I guess that's what this is more like. We'll have some more questions for you as the night goes on. Fully interactive from the campus of Rock Valley College. We'll be back with more after this.
President at UTC Aerospace Systems in Rockford, Illinois. We are home of many of the world's top thinkers, leaders, and problem solvers, and I'm excited to cheer on the next generation from our community. Good luck to all of today's contestants.
Every great endeavor starts somewhere. Every groundbreaking achievement, every unimaginable milestone, every dream has a starting point. And for more than a century, that starting point has been UTC Aerospace Systems. We've pioneered some of aviation's earliest breakthroughs. We were there when Lindbergh crossed the Atlantic and man first set foot on the moon.
McDonald's is an industry leader in promoting workforce education. The Archways to Opportunity program is available to employees of both company-owned and participating franchise restaurants. To learn more, visit archwaystoopportunity.com.
We feel that being a part of the Bergstrom Quiz Bowl was a piece of our entire package of advertising that brings in new work to our location.
It bolstered awareness of the kind of work that we do and the kind of company that we are.
So it was very successful with name recognition in the community, with people knowing that we support the community. And it's really important to us as a couple and us as business owners of Superior Joining Technologies.
Go! Welcome back. Here we go. Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl live finale here from the campus of Rock Valley College. Again, we are fully interactive during our pregame show here. Are you ready for another question? Yes, Eric, I'm totally ready for another question. Here we go. 32 teams from all across Northern Illinois competed in this year's Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. How many miles did teams put on the odometer heading to UTC Aerospace Systems, which was our home during the regular season? Remember to head over to play.statelinquizbowl.com if you would like to participate in the interactivity. During round 2, Guilford surprised a lot of people, in fact, including themselves, with another perfect lightning round. Let's take a look at that one. You will choose between national flags and college football.
National flags.
National flags it is. Dr. Sheldon Cooper and Amy Farrah Fowler will be very proud of you for picking that category. It is time for fun with flags. All right, here's how this works. I will give you a description of a flag. You name the country. Here is your first one. Carlos, are you ready?
Yes.
White and red with a red maple leaf.
Canada.
Correct. Vertical bands of blue, white, and red known as the tricolor.
France.
Correct. 3 horizontal bands of red, white, and blue. This country is led from Amsterdam.
Netherlands.
Correct. Nicknamed the Stars and Stripes.
United States.
Correct. A red circle in the center of a white background.
Japan.
Correct. A square flag with a white cross on a red background.
Switzerland.
Correct. A blue globe in a yellow diamond on a green background.
Brazil.
Correct. Blue and white with a Star of David.
Israel.
Correct. 3 horizontal stripes of red, black, and yellow.
Germany.
Correct. The Sun of May in the center with blue, white, and blue horizontal bands.
Argentina.
That is correct, and you ran the category. And it sounded like everybody on the team contributed to those 100 points. That's fantastic. Nice job. That's only the 6th time in the history of this show that has happened. And your opponents did it twice, so now you are in that elite category, being able to run a category. 100 points for you. Nice job. Another fantastic flashback there, right? Everybody on that team contributed. Who would have thought when they picked flags that would be the category that they ran? But nice job there. For the record, Guilford Vikings traveled 6 miles to get to UTC Aerospace Systems, if you're playing along and adding up for the interactivity at home. For Nate Bulkins, the trip was a little bit shorter. Nate is here from UTC Aerospace Systems, Vice President of Electric Power Systems. Nate, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
More importantly, though, thanks for providing us a home this year for Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. Why did UTC Aerospace Systems decide to get involved in Quiz Bowl?
UTC Aerospace Systems, and starting with Sunstrand Aerospace 90 years ago, has always been a big part of the community, and we rely on the best and brightest minds from the Stateline area to support our business and make it grow. And so it's only natural for us to be a part of this organization.
And so what does it mean to your organization when it comes to, I mean, we have a lot of super smart students who play this game. What does that benefit you in the long run at some point, you think?
Well, first of all, we're always in awe. We work with some of the brightest minds in all of aerospace and defense, and for us to see these kids in action is just amazing. But it's an opportunity for us to get connected with the community and in the spirit of education.
What would you like to say about, or to our contestants tonight in the finals?
Well, first of all, congratulations for making it this far. It's a tremendous accomplishment, and from everybody at UTC Aerospace Systems, we wish you the best of luck.
And I want to point out, too, that just a tie into where we are at Rock Valley College, they just celebrated this past week, the first graduates from the NIU RVC partnership when it comes to engineering. And you have hired people. In fact, I talked to Nicole Gould, who you've hired, who is one of your interns. So that's another way that UTC Aerospace Systems is involved in the community and supporting, keeping our local talent here. So
Absolutely.
On behalf of the community, thank you for doing that as well. And thank you for supporting Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl.
You're welcome.
All right, back to our interactive question. How many miles have teams traveled so far this season? Looks like the popular answer at home is 890, and that is correct. 71% playing at home. Guess that. Fun game. A lot more questions for you tonight and interactivity as this goes on. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more of our pregame for the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale. Don't go away.
Education is perhaps the most powerful weapon that changes the world. On behalf of Swedish American, we would like to wish all Stateline Quiz Bowl participants the very best of luck.
Being part of engineering it's very exciting. I'm just starting my career right now, and I'm looking to becoming a mechanical engineer.
Rockford has a lot of talent. We have a lot of smart people. So to me, getting my degree here in Rockford just shows that Rockford's strong, and we have a lot of strong talents. So this program can open that up, and we can utilize that. And we don't have to pull in other talent from other places. We can use our own talent that we have here.
Winnebago County Retired Teachers Association provides continuing information concerning benefits, meetings, events, and scholarships for Winnebago County students going into elementary education. To learn more about scholarships and membership, visit WinnebagoCountyRTA.org.
Hi, I'm Randy Palmieri, owner of Randy Palmieri & Son Incorporated. I'm here with Lily Palmieri to discuss a party we're going to have. Lily, when's the party?
Saturday, May 19th,
What time is the party?
10 to 2.
What are we going to have at the party?
We're going to have refreshments and a bouncy house.
Wow, that sounds like a good time. As well as that, we will have ICAO reps on site and Royal Building Project reps on site, and our sales staff will be here. Come on down and join our open house.
Welcome back to the Season 4 finale of the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl here at a packed PAR at RVC. There are a lot of acronyms around here on RVC. We're actually in the ERC, too. We have had 30, well, let's continue our interactivity, shall we? We've had 30 games so far in Season 4. 392 buzz-in round questions have been asked. What percentage of those questions have been answered correctly? So if you would like to participate in the interactivity, here's the website again, play.statelinquizbowl.tv. I think I said in one of the breaks it was .com. It's not, it's .tv. So you can play along at home by answering that question, play.statelinquizbowl.tv. The last of our 3 teams to go perfect in the lightning round this season was the Byron Tigers. Just for fun, see how many of these answers that you know. We move on to our second category, and that means, Byron, you get to choose. Or you get to go first. You get 60 seconds to go through these 10. Get to as many of these as you can. Eric, are you ready? Name the nation that controls these islands. I'll give you the island, you give me the country. Your time begins now. Luzon.
Philippines.
Correct. Greenland.
Denmark.
Correct. Crete.
Greece.
Correct. Macau.
China.
Correct. Zanzibar.
Tanzania.
Correct. Easter Island.
Chile.
Correct. Sulawesi.
Indonesia.
Correct. Hokkaido.
Japan.
Correct. Isle of Wight.
UK.
Correct. Réunion.
France.
Correct, that's your 10. Random category. 100 points. Nice job. And you make my job easy because I don't have to go back and repeat any of these and explain them. Purely selfish of me, right? They make my job easy when I don't have to go back to those repeats. But that's why we call it the lightning round, because it happens so fast. And it's also the NECA IBEW lightning round. And I'm joined here by one of the members of NECA and also one of the members of Mercy Health Hospital. And I'll introduce them in just a second. First, Jack Battelle is from NECA. So we call it the NECA IBEW lightning round. You've been involved all 4 seasons. Why does NECA feel it's so important to be a part of Stateline Quiz Bowl?
It's been a tremendous amount of interest in the coming from the Quiz Bowl, in our electoral apprenticeship program.
It's really affected the program. The program's grown really over the last several years, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. We've been getting some great quality of students coming through there, and students and parents are recognizing that not everybody has to go to college. When you get out of the apprenticeship program, you have a great career, a good paying career, an associate's degree from Rock Valley College, and no college debt.
And we all know from our Made in the Stateline segments that we do at WTVO that there is a demand for a lot of those jobs. Employers are finding it, having some trouble filling some of those jobs.
There's plenty of work available.
All right. And so Dr. John Dorsey is also here now. Dr. Dorsey, I understand that your mother-in-law is a huge fan of this show.
She is, and she's here tonight, too.
She is? I was going to have you say hello to her. Where is
yes.
she?
Hi, Jackie.
Where's Jackie? Thank you so much for watching the show. It's exciting. And more importantly, though, Mercy Health is our final challenge sponsor. That's the final round in our game.
Yes.
Why is Mercy Health, why does Mercy think it is so important to be involved in a show like this?
Right. Well, we're just so pleased to be involved, and we think education is so critical. It's so something we do every single day at our organization. We believe in Rockford, and we believe in the youth of Rockford, and we hope to foster an interest for the youth to make this their home and come back here.
How do you feel watching these games play out and see just how smart these students are?
I don't feel that smart after I watch these kids.
Does it make you wonder how you made it through medical school?
It really does. It really does. I mean, these kids are absolutely amazing.
Well, we are proud to have you as part of the show, and we're glad that you're here tonight, and glad that your mother-in-law is here as well.
Yes, yes.
So thank you for
so
bringing
much.
her, and thank you for being here. Let's check in on another one of our interactive questions, shall we? What's the percentage of buzz-in questions that have been answered correctly so far this season? 53% of you say it is 69%, and that is correct. That's the percentage of buzz-in questions that have been answered correctly. I imagine tonight that percentage will be a little bit higher between these two teams because they are both very high scoring. We will see what happens then in just a couple of minutes. But first, we're going to take a quick break and be back with more from Rock Valley College's campus right after this in our Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale.
Well, with our apprenticeship program here, we teach our apprentices the skills to become the most qualified and the safest electricians in our industry.
The training is the best training you can get.
Our apprentices, after 5 years of apprenticeship, not only become journeyman wiremen, but they also have an associate's degree in applied science through Rock Valley College, and they'll do it with no college debt.
I definitely feel like the apprenticeship will give me all the tools I need to succeed.
IBEW and NECA, building careers for our future.
Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl is brought to you by Rasmussen College. Find your calling at Rasmussen College. Alpine Bank, helping people, businesses, and our communities succeed since 1908. Palmieri & Sons, your storm damage experts since 1977. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Members Alliance Credit Union, you can rely on us. Swedish American Hospital, a division of UW Health, trust the best. Al Grace appliances, mattresses, TVs, and other neat stuff. Carpetland USA, home of the lifetime installation guarantee. Tony's of Winnebago, and by the Winnebago County Retired Teachers Association.
What did that have to do with banking? Nothing. Experience better banking.
Members Alliance Credit Union, you can rely on us.
Welcome back to Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. This is our Season 4 finale. It is an exciting place to be right now here on the campus of Rock Valley College. We're fully interactive tonight, at least during our pregame. Are you ready for another question? Yes. Here is another interactive question. Again, if you're playing along at home, it's play.statelinquizbowl.tv. Heading into tonight's finale, 30 Bergstrom bonus questions have been asked. How many have been answered correctly? You can continue your voting right now as we head over to a couple of other sponsors for the show. One of them happens to be a sponsor of the Bergstrom bonus question. It's Tony's of Winnebago, and Michelle Princer is here from Tony's. Hi, Michelle. Hi. And also Susan Busenbark, who is the, I have to look down for your title because it's a very long title. You are the RVC Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs and Chief Academic Officer.
That's right.
And I used to see your face on campus all the time when I was here,
did.
so I feel like we're old friends.
We miss you.
Michelle, I have to bring up the fact that you're a sponsor of the Bergstrom bonus question, which, you know, we're very interactive tonight, but during the regular season, that's kind of the way for someone who's watching at home to be interactive because they see the question and they play along. But then our students get to answer, and some of them arguably feel that that is the most important question of the game because they get food from Tony's, right?
Pizza party.
Exactly, the pizza party. So you've been involved with this for a couple of years. Why did you think that this is so important to support Stateline Quiz Bowl?
Well, for one, I used to be a Dairy Quiz Bowl participant when I was about their age. I did Quiz Bowl all over the country. And kind of an interesting side note is that I have customers that root for people to get the question, and I have customers that root for people to not get the question.
Well, and I've heard stories that they come in and they say, oh, looks like you had to give away some more pizza this time.
That's how it works. So
right?
Pretty fun.
Well, we appreciate you being a part of that. And Susan, first of all, lots of thanks because you are, Rock Valley College is a sponsor of our volleyball round, which is kind of like our middle round sort of in our game, but you are also hosting us here.
Yes, and we're delighted to have you.
This is a great facility. And I already mentioned this with Nate, but a week ago was Rock Valley's graduation.
It was.
A couple of days ago this week, the college actually celebrated a big milestone in its engineering partnership with NIU. Can you talk a little bit about that program? Because there's a lot of students here who probably would be good candidates for that program.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful program that allows a student to start at Rock Valley College with Rock Valley College tuition, earn their associate in engineering sciences, and then move right into Northern Illinois University right here in the same building with the equipment that they've already become familiar with, and earn their bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering.
And that day we talked with Sagar Patel from Woodward, who talked about how there are 40 students roughly that are participating in 25 internships as they're going to school, which is a bonus, right?
Absolutely, and the students that spoke that day talked about graduating with no student debt because they've been able to work and pay their college tuition while they were still going to school. Which is pretty amazing. So thank you for, again, being a part of this. And thank you also, Tony's Winnebago is a fantastic, like I said, students really look forward to that question. And I just, as we're sitting here, student, I really realized that you're technically my boss, aren't you? Because I adjunct teach here right around the corner. So nice round of applause for Susan Busenbark. Thanks, Susan. All right, let's check out our interactivity. Our latest question is, how many of these Bergstrom bonuses have we gotten correct so far this season? This one's actually relatively close. 48% say 12, 39% say 29. The answer is, or say 20, and the answer is 20. I think that's the first one that our online audience has gotten wrong. You guys, oh, did you hear that from the crowd? They're here to see these smart kids. They expect perfection, right? We'll be back with more from our finale right after this. Don't go away.
I would describe Rowan as an active 1.5-year-old. We didn't know anything at birth, and to have the doctor come in the middle of the night to sit and patiently tell you your child has a heart condition any time of day. There was always doctors on the floor able to see him at any time. I don't know how you can ever thank them enough. All of the amazing care that they provide. I can't wait to see what the future holds for Rowan.
The Quiz Bowl, we feel, has highlighted the importance of education and how critical it is that all students of the greater Rockford area receive a good education. Some of the students have become interns at our company, and that has been a great experience for them, we feel, as well as us. We think the viewing of this program has exposed people to some excellent students in the greater Rockford area, and we are very happy with how the show has progressed.
McDonald's is an industry leader in promoting workforce education. The Archways to Opportunity program is available to employees of both company-owned and participating franchise restaurants. To learn more, visit archwaystoopportunity.com.
Winnebago County Retired Teachers Association provides continuing information concerning benefits, meetings, events, and scholarships for Winnebago County students going into elementary education. To learn more about scholarships and membership, visit WinnebagoCountyRTA.org.
All right, welcome back to the Season 4 finale of Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl, fully interactive here during our pregame. Let's take a look at another question, shall we, if you're playing along on our interactivity at play.statelinquizbowl.tv. Season 4 Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl has proven to be one of the tightest seasons yet, 11 games being decided by 4 questions or less. What has been the average margin of victory during the 30 games we have played so far? Again, log in to play.statelinquizbowl.tv if you would like to play along. On their way to tonight's finale, Auburn outscored their opponents by an average of 185 points. But who can forget the nail-biter against Belvedere? Let's take a look at their journey. We are about to start our 4th season with a great matchup here. Some familiar faces, but also some new ones. We have our returning champs, the Auburn Knights, who are here to face off against the Rockford Christian Royal Lions. In Norse mythology, Hoder had what physical disability which allowed Loki to trick him into killing Lily?
Blind.
He is blind, correct. And that is the end of the round. You end on a high note with those 20 points, but there was a big deficit to overcome. Auburn, you guys are on top, 380 to Rockford Christian's 150 points. What medieval poem in which Sir Burlac survives a beheading depicts a follower of King Arthur who accepts a challenge from the title Colorful Ethan?
Sir Gawain and the Green Knight.
Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is correct. Sir Gawain, King Arthur's nephew. And that is the last question in the round. Auburn ends with that 20 points. 400 points for Auburn, one of the highest point scores of the season so far. What novel, whose protagonist cares for Goblin and works for the Boston Observer, is an Esther Forbes book about a boy during the American Revolution? Lily.
Johnny Tremaine.
Johnny Tremaine is correct. That's 20 points. And that was the last question in the round. That's all we had time for, by 10 points. Auburn is moving on. I had to take a deep breath there, too. You heard the sigh in the audience. This is the closest game we've had in a very long time. What location, whose name means the Hot Gates, was a mountain pass where Xerxes I's Persian forces lead? Thermopylae is correct. And that was the last question in the round. 490 points. Up until this game, 400 was the highest points any team had ever earned. Auburn, you now have that with 490. You are moving on to our championship. What a journey to get to that point. You could even hear the sighs again watching that game between Belvedere, where Auburn scored that at the last second at the buzzer and got that question right and won by 10 points. That's the closest anyone has come to them all season. Keith Country Day averaged close to 330 points per game during season 4. Let's take a look back at their journey. Welcome to another edition of the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. We have a fantastic match for you. The Keith Country Day Cougars are here playing against the Harlem Huskies. What 8-letter word which may proceed duces tecum when requiring physical evidence requires to a document summoning a witness to testify? Haley, correct. Subpoena is correct, 20 points, and that is all we have time for in this round. What composer who wrote the music of It Ain't Necessarily So for the opera Porgy and Bess? Cooper.
Gershwin.
Gershwin, correct. 20 points. And that is the last question in the round. 80 points each at the halfway mark, and then Keith Country Day kind of pulled away in that lightning round. What substance travels through vessel elements and tracheids, is transported by the xylem, is released? Cooper.
Water.
Right. You didn't even need the H2O part of that question. 20 points. And that's the last question in the round. Keith Country Day finishes with 320 points. Hananiga, 160. What 10-letter word, which derives from a Greek word meaning peak or edge, denotes a fear of heights? Jojo.
Altophobia.
Incorrect. Keith Country Day. Michael.
Acrophobia.
Acrophobia, correct. And you've got 20 more points. 290 points. Keith Country Day is moving on to our finals, up against Auburn. Byron, 210. Very close game, and you close that gap very quickly in that final round. So congratulations. As if you needed any other evidence to show why these two teams that you're about to watch compete deserve to be here. High-scoring games, lightning fast on those buzzers, exciting to watch. If you're playing along at home with our interactivity, the question was, what is the average margin of victory? 70% of people participating say it's 80 points. It is actually 140 points. Ooh, that's 2 in a row. You are slipping at home. We're going to take another 2-minute break and come back with more of our pregame for the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl Season 4 finale. See you in a couple minutes.
Hi, I'm Randy Palmieri, owner of Randy Palmieri & Son Incorporated. I'm here with Lily Palmieri to discuss a party we're going to have. Lily, when's the party?
Saturday, May 19th,
What time is the party?
10 to 2.
What are we going to have at the party?
We're going to have refreshments and a bouncy house.
Wow, that sounds like a good time. As well as that, we will have IKO reps on site and Royal Building Project reps on site, and our sales staff will be here. Come on down and join our open house.
We believe that the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl is must-see TV. We've been really pleased with the reception from the community about the Quiz Bowl, but we're pleased that we're getting so many of the high school students interested and passionate about participating in this. As the years go on, I'm hearing about people that we have employed that were in the Stateline Quiz Bowl. We look forward to sponsoring it, and we look forward to working with the students on possible apprenticeships here at Bergstrom.
Originally, the name Superior Joining Technologies was created to emphasize our core competency in precision welding, focusing on our commitment to high quality, close tolerances, and an adherence to industry standards by gifted craftsmen. It goes beyond that meaning, though. Throughout the past 25 years, we've built relationships with our customers and suppliers, joining with them to achieve our goals. And that's why at Superior Joining Technologies, we say, we're joining with you.
We are back for more Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale pregame. Before tonight's championship game between Auburn and Keith Country Day, how many total points have been scored in all 30 games this season? That seems kind of like a rhetorical question, but of course, if you're playing along interactively at home, you have a chance to answer. play.statelinquizbowl.tv. Remember to head over there, register, and you can see how smart you are compared to some of the other people who are playing along at home. It's kind of fun to do it all real time. We're here to talk about, we call this the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl, and we've already talked with Jack Schaefer and Dave Rydell from Bergstrom about their role. Let's involve some more people from Bergstrom, shall we? Andrew Hall is here. Andrew is the Manager of Corporate Training and Development. Thank you for being here. Great. And we are joined with one of your relatively new employees, Alana Rose. Thank you so much. It's kind of intimidating, right? Sitting here, although the bright lights are nice.
A little bit.
Just picture everybody in their underwear. It's fine.
No.
It'll
then
relax.
I'll start laughing.
Yeah. So, Andrew, tell us a little bit about, as your role with the company, how do you get, let's talk about your role actually with the internship program, because Bergstrom is really involved when it comes to interns and getting them ready for careers in the industry, right?
Absolutely, and we're really excited about our internship program. And our program really has changed over the years from a program we were basically hiring the college-age kids of our employees, our team members, to really becoming a program that allowed us to bring in talent from the local colleges, fit them into tracks within the organization that would fit the degree that they were working towards, and then to utilize that not only as a great experience for the interns that were coming in, but also to bring future talent into the organization to help ensure Bergstrom's success in the future.
Speaking of future talent, Alana, I think you fit that mold. You started, wow, you have a big fan group here. You started as an intern, right?
Yep.
So for someone who's never been a part of an internship, what exactly does an internship entail?
So, honestly, going into the internship, I didn't know anything, and I learned so much over the summer, and you get a lot of hands-on experience, and you get to know what it's like to go into work every day, work along with the engineers, and you just get that real-world experience that I think is so important, because in school, you study every day, you go into class, you don't really get that when you're in school. So having that internship or any type of real-world experiences, I think it's so important, because then you get to apply your skills that you learn in school in the work field.
It kind of makes you see the end game,
Yeah,
probably, right?
yeah.
So you're a software engineer, is that correct?
I'm actually electrical and computer engineer.
Electrical computer engineer. So what does that job entail? What do you do for the company?
So I do coding. I've been doing a lot of testing. I work with the LPMs, which is a linear power module. I've been doing testing actually this whole week for, we're working on issues and with the customers, and we're trying to make them happy. So I'm
Based on the reaction by the audience here, we all know that can be a little bit harder than other things, right?
Very important. We always want our customers to be happy, but I'm actually working on a big report for it too. So it's really exciting. I really like it. I really enjoy it.
Well, it's exciting to meet you, and it's also exciting for you to share your story, because there may be somebody watching who's interested in a career path like that, and there are options with local companies like Bergstrom or others in the area. So thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Another round of applause for Alana, right? And for Andrew, too. Sorry, I didn't want to leave you out, Andrew. Let's go back and check our interactivity. Total number of points so far this season, 54% say, my old eyes can't read that, 12,000. I have this giant, you should see how big this screen is, and I still have struggle reading that. About 12,000 and change points. Let's call it that, 12,390. And the correct answer is 12,390. That's how many points have been scored so far. And between Auburn and Keith, they are responsible for nearly 3,000 of those points, a little more than 2,900. We'll be back with more of our pregame for the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale after this 2-minute break.
Welcome to UTC Aerospace Systems, the proud venue sponsor for the 4th season of the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl.
We are a company of bright minds solving tough problems, and we are proud to support this challenging and fun competition.
Good luck to all the teams.
At UTC Aerospace Systems, we soar with a spirit of innovation. Each and every one of our 41,000 employees thrives in our diverse, creative environment and pushes technology to new heights. We invest millions of dollars in research and development, and each day we aim to be the best and focus on putting customers first.
What did that have to do with banking? Nothing. Experience better banking.
Members Alliance Credit Union, you can rely on us.
The IBEW is a proud sponsor of the Quiz Bowl. Since we began, we've seen our numbers of our apprenticeship applicants go up consistently. We're real excited about this year. We have parents calling in to check and see what exactly we're doing. We go through it that we have a 5-year apprenticeship program that will eventually attain you to be a journeyman wireman. It's a different choice. It's an alternative choice from college. Since we've joined teams with the Quiz Bowl, we've seen nothing but positives from the community.
Welcome back to Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. We are so close to gameplay, I can feel it. We talked already about 32 teams taking part. Again, we are down to 2 teams back here, and part of the incentive for these teams was to actually represent the state line in our inaugural Tournament of Champions. That's an 8-team invitational that featured schools not just from Rockford, so we had 2 local teams, but we had schools from all across the state of Illinois, including Quad Cities, Champaign, Peoria, Chicago suburbs. They came here for a weekend in Rockford. They came to little old Rockford to compete and got to see our State Line Quiz Bowl, and now that show, including 2 of our local teams, will be airing statewide for the next 8 weeks. So that's a pretty exciting announcement for our State Line Quiz Bowl as well. Belvedere is one of the teams that participated in the Tournament of Champions, but as you saw a little bit earlier in that video clip, Belvedere was seconds away of advancing this year and lost that heartbreaker to Auburn. Coach Josh Tapman is here, and Josh, I'm sure that still stings a little bit, right?
Oh, I think it stings the kids a little bit more than it did me. I was proud of the effort our kids put in.
Well, and really, no matter how a team does here, it's really proud, and you see how intimidating it is. We've got this whole group of people out here. There's lights, there's cameras. How do you prepare your students for that, your student athletes?
We meet 4 to 5 times a week for about an hour and a half or so, and go over various types of questions. Some of them are the Quiz Bowl questions, some are NAQT questions, some are the regular IHSA, type of questions and stuff like that. And we do it all.
And how do you clearly incorporate some fun? I'm going to show this in just a second, but you clearly incorporate some fun in the team building, right? What do you do for that, for the team members that way?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that they tell you as teachers not to do, like sarcasm and, you know, just little things like that, you know, bond your whole team together. You know, we always go out to eat right before games. We just have a pretty close-knit group of people.
Well, and it's pretty obvious, too. I don't know if we can get a shot of this. Aaron, I don't know if you want me to show it up to the other camera or not. Maybe we can do the close-up here. But so this is the Buccaneer, right? This is the school newspaper. And so this is from December. And so this is them early in the round. We all got sunglasses. So there we are celebrating. And then there they are making fun of my Oreo over on this side here. My totally giant stand-up is probably outside in the hallway here, too. Kind of embarrassing, asking the, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel playing this game sometimes. But Josh, thank you so much for participating. We hope you bring the team back next year because, again, fantastic job. And if you also would like to see Belvedere compete in our Tournament of Champions, that begins next weekend. So thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Are you ready for some gameplay?
I am ready.
Even if your team's not here, it's exciting to be here, isn't it?
Right.
All right.
My son's an Auburn student, so go Auburn.
Oh, fantastic. Whoa! So you might have been, I wish I had known that at the beginning of the interview, so you might have been a little bit torn. No wonder the kids took it harder than you did when they lost by 10 points. We're going to take a break and come back with what you, I'm sure, have been waiting for. I know our audience has been waiting for, the gameplay. Our finale's here for Season 4 of Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl. We will see you in 2 minutes. Don't go away.
One of my favorite parts about Bergstrom is that it's a family environment, but it's also a global company with lots of opportunities in the future.
You get to learn how to be in a professional environment while also learning.
The experience working here at Bergstrom was definitely invaluable.
No one at my school or at many universities I know gets that hands-on experience firsthand until they're either in the work field or later.
So when a company is offering internships, you should definitely be looking into it. Now when a company like Bergstrom offers you an internship, you should be running to it.
Hi, I'm Randy Palmieri, owner of Randy Palmieri & Son Incorporated. I'm here with Lily Palmieri to discuss a party we're going to have. Lily, when's the party?
Saturday, May 19th.
What time is the party?
10 to 2.
What are we going to have at the party?
We're going to have refreshments and a bouncy house.
Wow, that sounds like a good time. As well as that, we will have IKO reps on site and Royal Building Project reps on site, and our sales staff will be here. Come on down and join our open house.
Get news and weather updates from Eyewitness News and the First Warn Weather Team on your Amazon Alexa device.
Hi there, I'm Alexa.
Oh, hi, Alexa.
Nice to meet you, announcer.
Right, you too. So, go to mystateline.com/Alexa to get set up today.
Then just ask me for your flash briefing, and you'll be in the know in no time.
The latest news and weather from your home team on any Amazon Alexa device. Only from Eyewitness News.
Originally, the name Superior Joining Technologies was created to emphasize our core competency in precision welding, focusing on our commitment to high quality, close tolerances, and an adherence to industry standards by gifted craftsmen. It goes beyond that meaning, though. Throughout the past 25 years, we've built relationships with our customers and suppliers, joining with them to achieve our goals. And that's why at Superior Joining Technologies, we say we're joining with you.
All right. Here we are. Standing room only. I can say that, right? That's close to being accurate. Standing room only in the PAR here at Rock Valley College for our Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl Season 4 finale. Keith Country Day versus Rockford Auburn. Three-time champs Rockford. I have a feeling this is going to be a high-scoring game. Contestants, you have played this game long enough. You don't need me to go over the rules. We will just remind you what each round is. We begin with our Superior Joining Technologies buzz-in round. I will repeat, because this is live and because this is so important, make sure I call your name before you answer, because we all know how vital that is, especially if it comes down to one question. All right, our buzz-in round begins with this question. Hands on your buzzers, contestants. What movie whose working title was Blue Harvest shows the death... Ethan.
A New Hope.
Incorrect. I will continue. Shows the death of Darth Vader and was the last film in the original Star Wars. Jacob.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Did you hear that sigh in the audience? They don't start any easier than that, you guys. Return of the Jedi was that one. Wow. The Star Wars question off the bat is wrong by both teams. All right, let's move on to some quantum physics. Maybe you'll do better with those. Next question. What man who wrote about Jack Potter's return to the title town in The Bride Comes to Yellow Sky, Cooper?
Crane.
Correct. Stephen Crane also wrote The Red Badge of Courage, and Keith is first on the board. The lead anchor of ABC World News is what journalist who succeeded Diane Sawyer in 2014? Lily. I'm sorry, Haley.
David Muir.
David Muir is correct. I know that's a little self-serving, being an ABC station here. That is worth 10 points for you, Keith. You now have 20. What emperor's reign included the creation of the Charter Oath, the Satsuma Rebellion? Cooper.
Meiji.
That is correct. In a namesake restoration, the Meiji Restoration. Keith, you have answered 3 in a row, and we have a new question. What haughty friend of Mr. Bingley is rude to the Bennett sisters? Cooper.
Darcy.
That is correct. Mr. Darcy from Pride and Prejudice. Keith now has 40 points. Carl Maria von Weber wrote 2 concertos for what instrument? Ethan.
Clarinet.
That is correct. Also Squidward's favorite instrument. Auburn is now on the board with 10 points. What regular polygon, whose apothem measures the side length times the square root of 3 over 2, has 120-degree internal, Ethan?
Hexagon.
That is correct. A regular hexagon with 6 sides. You didn't even need the most obvious clue to that. You now have 20 points. What English composer's pomp and circumstance marches? Ethan.
Elgar.
Elgar is correct. Many of you will hear them at graduation ceremonies. You now have 30 points, Auburn. It is a 10-point game. What college football team, which is coached by Dabo Swinney, defeated Alabama to win a 2017 Murad?
Clemson.
That is correct. 2017 national title. Those sports questions sometimes hit or miss, and now we have a tie game. It is 40-40. What 16th century French oracle is frequently, though controversially, Ethan?
Nostradamus.
That is correct. Controversially said to predict the rise of Adolf Hitler and atomic weapons. Auburn's now ahead by 10. What novel, in which a group of younger kids are called Littlins? Cooper.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies is correct. You're going to sprain your wrist there. It is now tied again at 20. What devices rely on population inversion?
Lasers.
Leaf. Lasers is correct, and that is worth 10 points for you, Auburn. A positively charged tau particle is an example of what entities that have the same mass but the opposite charge of the corresponding particle? Leaf.
Antiparticle.
Antiparticle, correct. That is 10 more points for Auburn. What current custodian of the 2 holy mosques ordered military intervention into Yemen after becoming king of Saudi Arabia in 2015? Cooper.
Farouk.
Incorrect. Auburn. Murad.
Ibn Saud.
Judge, can we take that? Say that again, Murad.
Ibn Saud.
No, that is incorrect. We cannot take that. And that is the end of the round. That's all we have time for. Auburn is ahead by 20 points, 70-50. Fast round. Everybody take a breath. That's more for me than for you and for our contestants. We'll come back with our Rock Valley College volleyball round after this break. Don't go away.
Hello, I'm Nate Bulkins, Vice President at UTC Aerospace Systems in Rockford, Illinois. We are proud to join Bergstrom and many other sponsors in supporting our region's high school students as they pursue academic excellence. Good luck to all the contestants and enjoy the show.
Our presence in the skies stems from our presence across the globe. Our Customer Response Center provides around-the-clock service 365 days a year. Together, we develop and support technological innovations that make air travel smarter, safer, and more sustainable. And our dedication to safety and sustainability starts long before our solutions ever leave the ground.
Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl is brought to you by Rasmussen College. Find your calling at Rasmussen College. Alpine Bank, helping people, businesses, and our communities succeed since 1908. Palmieri & Sons, your storm damage experts since 1977. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Members Alliance Credit Union, you can rely on us. Swedish American Hospital, a division of UW Health, trust the best. Al Grace appliances, mattresses, TVs, and other neat stuff. Carpetland USA, home of the lifetime installation guarantee. Tony's of Winnebago, and by the Winnebago County Retired Teachers Association.
Being part of engineering it's very exciting. I'm just starting my career right now, and I'm looking to becoming a mechanical engineer.
Rockford has a lot of talent. We have a lot of smart people. So to me, getting my degree here in Rockford just shows that Rockford's strong, and we have a lot of strong talents. So this program can open that up, and we can utilize that. And we don't have to pull in other talent from other places. We can use our own talent that we have here.
Season 4 finale. Tight game already. It's only 20 points. Auburn has 70. Keith Country Day has 50. We're still shocked you both missed the Star Wars question. Some of those other questions were way harder than that. Before we get moving, I mentioned I actually deferred to the judge at one point. I want to thank Dr. Lori Finello, who is the Regional Superintendent of Schools here for Boone and Winnebago County. She is our judge today. Thank you for spending so much time with us, Dr. Finello, not just tonight, but also during the regular season. All right, it's time to get to our volleyball round, brought to you by Rock Valley College. Because of a coin flip in the last round, Auburn was ahead. They called the coin flip. They got it incorrect. Keith won the toss. That means they're going to go first in our next round, which is Lightning, which means our first volleyball question goes to Auburn. Remember, this is a conferring round. I need to hear from the captains. Auburn, that's Ethan, correct? And Keith, your captain is Jacob, correct? All right. You get 5 seconds to answer these questions. We go back and forth until we run out of time in the round. First question to Auburn. Each one's worth 10 points. Ethan, here we go. What play in which Peter Quince leads a production of Pyramus and Thisbe is a Shakespearean comedy in which fairies wreak havoc in the woods?
Midsummer Night's Dream.
That is correct. Lord, what fools these mortals be, and that's worth 10 points to you. Question now for Keith. Galahad was born after Elaine disguised herself as what woman who had a disastrous affair with Sir Lancelot?
Lady of the Lake.
Incorrect. That was true from the Spamalot, if you've watched the Spamalot musical, but actually it is Guinevere, the wife of King Arthur. No points there. New question for Auburn. Ed Schifflin founded what town where the McClary brothers were killed following conflicts with the Earp family in a gunfight at the OK Corral?
Tombstone.
Tombstone is correct. Also the name of a 1993 movie, and that is worth 10 points for you. New question now for you, Keith. A pioneering women's rights newspaper called The Revolution was founded in 1868 by Susan B. Anthony and what other suffragist?
Stanton.
Correct. Susan B. probably more famous of that pair, but you got that correct, and that's worth 10 points. You now have 60. It's a 30-point spread. Auburn. What type of structure in which a unit cell is repeated throughout a lattice network has a highly ordered structure, unlike an amorphous solid?
Crystal.
Crystal is correct, or crystalline solid. We would have taken that. That's worth 10 points. Auburn, you are now in triple digits with 100. New question for Keith. Helium cooled below the lambda point is an example of what type of material that flows with zero resistance?
Yeah. Superfluid.
Superfluid, correct. You got to get that pretty close to absolute zero for that to work, and that's 10 points for Keith. New question for Auburn. What economic quantity, which names a theory on which Reaganomics is based, is the amount of a good in a market and is contrasted with demand?
Supply.
Sure, they go hand in hand. Yep, and that's worth 10 points to you. New question now for you, Keith. The Silver Pagoda, a Buddhist temple, is found in what city on the Mekong River that is the capital of Cambodia?
Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh is correct. Yep, and that's worth 10 points. Auburn. Hope was the only thing that remained after what wife of Epimetheus unleashed evil into the world in Greek mythology by opening her namesake box?
Pandora.
Right. Now more associated maybe with streaming music, but you got 10 points for that one. You now have 120. Keith. What painter of still life with absinthe created the Night Cafe while living in Arles?
Van Gogh.
Correct. Yep. Cooper knew that one right away. Quick answer for that. That's a quick 10 points for you. Auburn, another one for you. A breadbasket and a Charlie horse can be removed from Cavity Sam in what board game by Hasbro?
Operation.
That knowing grin came right across. I didn't know we had a name, right? That is correct. The game of operation, that's worth 10 points, and that's the last question we have time for in the round, the Wacky Doctors game. All right, so after halfway through our game, it is a 40-point spread. 130 for Auburn, 90 for Keith Country Day. We've been interactive all night through our pregame. It's now sort of an interactive moment for you to play the Bergstrom bonus question at home. We'll have the answer for you coming up. Stay here.
Since 1919, only 12 Kentucky Derby winners have gone on to win horse racing's Triple Crown. Who was the most recent?
Tony's of Winnebago wants you to stop on in this holiday season and enjoy the taste of Winnebago. Located just off Highway 20 in Winnebago, Tony's offers a variety of menu items with an extensive wine list for the perfect pairings. Have a party or corporate event? Tony's offers exclusive catering services from small parties to large corporate events. We're Tony's, and we want you to experience the taste of Winnebago.
Winnebago County Retired Teachers Association provides continuing information concerning benefits, meetings, events, and scholarships for Winnebago County students going into elementary education. To learn more about scholarships and membership, visit WinnebagoCountyRTA.org.
McDonald's is an industry leader in promoting workforce education. The Archways to Opportunity program is available to employees of both company-owned and participating franchise restaurants. To learn more, visit archwaystoopportunity.com.
Bergstrom presents Rockford Spotlight, featuring Anderson Japanese Gardens.
In 1978, Rockford businessman John Anderson, with the help of renowned designer Hoishi Kuritsu, transformed the Anderson swampy backyard into a Japanese-style landscape. In 2004, the gardens were named the finest Japanese garden in North America by the Journal of Japanese Gardening, and it remains one of the top Japanese gardens in the world today.
Bergstrom's Rockford Spotlight, showcasing the people and places that make our community great.
Well, with our apprenticeship program here, we teach our apprentices the skills to become the most qualified and the safest electricians in our industry. The training is the best training you can get. Our apprentices, after 5 years of apprenticeship, not only become journeyman wiremen, but they also have an associate's degree in applied science through Rock Valley College, and they'll do it with no college debt.
I definitely feel like the apprenticeship will give me all the tools I need to succeed.
IBEW and NECA, building careers for our future.
It is halftime at the Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl Season 4 finale. Auburn versus Keith Country Day. Auburn has 130 points. Keith has 90. 40 points is not a lot of points in this game, especially when we're about to start our NECA IBEW lightning round. Before we get to that, though, arguably one of the most important questions of the whole game, it's the Bergstrom bonus question. If you're watching at home, you already saw the question. Contestants have not. Contestants, this is a buzz-in. You've won your share of these before. You know how it goes. Hands on your buzzers for this Bergstrom bonus question today. Since 1919, only 12 Kentucky Derby winners have gone on to win horse racing's Triple Crown. Who was the most recent? Ethan.
American Pharoah.
American Pharoah is correct. Very good. And please don't take that the wrong way, but you never know when it's a sports question that comes up. And you knew it, not only, and no multiple choice at all. You knew that right away. Fantastic. So, we talked with Michelle a little bit earlier about how popular it is with the students, of course, but with her customers. And she is so excited to be a part of Bergstrom Stateline Quiz Bowl finale that both teams are going to get certificates from Tony's of Winnebago. So thank you, Michelle. We really appreciate that. All right, back to the points. Again, because of the coin toss, lightning round is going to go first to Keith. Very quickly, here's how it works. 10 questions in 60 seconds, super fast. That's why we call it the lightning round. Anything that you don't get into those 60 seconds, Keith, you will actually get a chance, 30 seconds, Auburn, to clean that up. So this is a conferring round. I need to hear from the captains. Who's captain on Keith? Cooper, fantastic. And of course, Ethan, you're still in the game, so I'm assuming you're captain for Auburn. The clock will start when I give you the first one, but Keith, you get to choose between these two categories. Cooper, your choices are Minnesotans or Nobel Prizes. Just to be clear, that is not a look you often see on Cooper's face.
Nobel Prizes, please.
Nobel Prizes it is. All right. Which American Nobel laureate, that's the best I can do, that will complete this sentence. I'll describe the Nobel laureate, so your answer will be a Nobel laureate. You'll have 60 seconds to go through them, and then Auburn, you will have 30 seconds to pick up what's left. Remember, you can pass. 60 seconds begins when I give you the first one. Cooper, are you and the team ready?
Yes, sir.
Here it is. Which American Nobel laureate wrote Beloved?
Morrison. Morrison.
Correct. Was a president who advocated for the League of Nations?
Wilson.
Correct. With Francis Crick, discovered the structure of DNA?
Watson.
Correct. Wrote such songs as Blowin' in the Wind?
Bob Dylan.
Correct. Developed quantum electrodynamics and wrote What Do You Care What Other People Think?
Feynman.
Correct. Negotiated the Paris Peace Accords?
Keynes.
Incorrect. Won prizes for both chemistry and peace?
Pass.
Co-founded Hull House?
Pass.
Chronicled the Compsons in The Sound and the Fury?
Faulkner.
Correct. Discovered jumping jeans?
Pass.
That is our time. No answer there. You got 6 of them correct. 60 points. That puts you on top by 20. So, Auburn, you'll have 30 seconds to get through the 4 that are left, 2 that were incorrect and 2 that were passed. You take your time if you want. Ethan, are you and the team ready? Remember, you can confer. 30 seconds begins when I give you the first one. Here we go. Which American Nobel laureate negotiated the Paris Peace Accords?
Kissinger.
Correct. Won prizes for both chemistry and peace?
Teller.
Incorrect. Co-founded Hull House?
Adams.
Correct. Discovered jumping jeans?
McCulloch.
Incorrect. Tie game right now. You got 2 of those that brought you 20 extra points. It's now 150 to 150. I'll run through these really quickly. The only 2 that we didn't get points on. Prizes for both chemistry and peace was Pauling. He's actually the only person to win 2 unshared Nobel Prizes. And then the jumping jeans was McClintock. You were close. Barbara McClintock, she won for medicine in 1983. Tie game, 150 points apiece. Now the roles are reversed as we go to the category of Minnesotans. That means Auburn, you go first. You get 60 seconds to blaze through these. And Keith, you will have 30 to pick up what's left. Ethan, name these people who were born in Minnesota. Again, these were names of people that your answer will be. 60 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Here's your first one. Author of The Great Gatsby.
Fitzgerald.
Correct. Surname of a family for whom a clinic in Rochester, Minnesota is named.
Mayo.
Correct. Cartoonist who created the Peanuts comic strip.
Scholes.
Correct. Supreme Court Justice appointed by Franklin Roosevelt who served a record 36 years.
Pass.
Author who fictionalized small-town Minnesota in Main Street.
So, Lewis.
Correct. Singer of Purple Rain.
Prince.
Correct. Actress who played Dorothy Gale in a 1939 film.
Garland.
Correct. Former professional wrestler elected Minnesota's governor in 1998.
Pass.
Vice president under Jimmy Carter. Audience, please. Shh.
Mondale.
Correct. Baseball player who broke Babe Ruth's single-season home run record in 1961.
Aaron.
Incorrect. Supreme Court Justice appointed by Franklin Roosevelt who served a record 36 years. Time is up. You have 7 of those correct, 70 points. You are now back on top by those 70 points. So, Keith, you have a chance to at least close that gap by 30. You'll have 30 seconds to do this. Name these people who were born in Minnesota. Cooper, are you and the team ready?
Yes, sir.
30 seconds begins with this first one. Here we go. Supreme Court Justice appointed by Franklin Roosevelt who served a record 36 years.
Fortis.
Incorrect. Former professional wrestler elected Minnesota's governor in 1998.
Al Franken.
Incorrect. Baseball player who broke Babe Ruth's single-season home run record in 1961.
DiMaggio.
Incorrect. You made an effort on that one, right? Very good. No more to go back to. You didn't pick up any of those points there. Those last few were kind of tough. We'll run down those really quickly. Supreme Court Justice appointed by Roosevelt, who served a record 36 years, was William Orville Douglas. Former professional wrestler. Now, this is the one, I hate to scold the audience, but I thought I heard a couple people whispering this one. Former professional wrestler who was Minnesota's governor in 1998 was? Jesse Ventura. And the last one, baseball player who broke Babe Ruth's single-season home run record in '61 was Roger Maris. He's actually still number 7 on the list. All right, we have one round left to go. It's our Mercy Health Final Challenge, and it is after this break.
Education is perhaps the most powerful weapon that changes the world. On behalf of Swedish American, we would like to wish all Stateline Quiz Bowl participants the very best of luck.
What did that have to do with banking? Nothing. Experience better banking.
Members Alliance Credit Union, you can rely on us.
Since 2006, we've reduced waste in our operations by 26%, water usage by 16%, emissions by 46%, and greenhouse gases by 20%. It's our way of helping to ensure minimal impact on the planet as we set out to change the world.
Get news and weather updates from Eyewitness News and the First Warn Weather Team on your Amazon Alexa device.
Hi there, I'm Alexa.
Hi, Alexa.
Nice to meet you, announcer.
Right, you too. So, go to mystateline.com/Alexa to get set up today.
Then just ask me for your flash briefing, and you'll be in the know in no time.
The latest news and weather from your home team on any Amazon Alexa device. Only from Eyewitness News.
I would describe Rowan as an active 1.5-year-old. We didn't know anything at birth, and to have the doctor come in the middle of the night to sit and patiently tell you your child has a heart condition. Any time of day, there was always doctors on the floor able to see him at any time. I don't know how you can ever thank them enough. All of the amazing care that they provide. I can't wait to see what the future holds for Rowan.
We're back for the final round of the Stateline Quiz Bowl for Season 4, our Mercy Health Final Challenge round. This may not look close. It is a 70-point spread, but all the points are doubled in our final challenge. It's a buzz-in round, and that gap could close or widen very quickly. Contestants, hands on your buzzers. We're limited on time. We need to get to as many of these questions as we can to make it fair for everybody. Hands on your buzzers. Remember, most importantly, wait for me to call your name. Here is the first question in our Mercy Health, our final Mercy Health Final Challenge of the season. Tinea pedis is caused by what group of organisms that are studied by mycologists, have chitinous cell walls, and include Leaf?
Fungi.
Fungi is correct. You are one fungi, and you earned 20 points there, so that was terrible. Terrible dad joke. New question. What Chief Justice from Minnesota resigned in 1986 to help plan the Ethan?
Burger.
That is correct. Could have been one of our lightning round answers. Warren Burger is the answer, and that's 20 more points. What city was the namesake of the medieval state of Rus that was ruled by Princes Cooper?
Kiev.
Kiev is correct, capital of Ukraine. You've got 20 points now. What alkaline earth metal found in serpentine materials, Epsom salt, and chlorophyll molecules has an atomic number of 12 and the symbol Mg? Ethan?
Magnesium.
Magnesium, correct. Mg was probably a good tip there. That's 20 more points for Auburn. New question. What group of objects whose brightest member as seen from Earth is Vesta also includes the dwarf planet Ceres? Leaf.
Wait.
Incorrect. Keith. Cooper.
Asteroid belt.
That is correct. Asteroid or asteroid belt acceptable. You've got 20 more points. In the human body, the pineal gland is the primary producer of what hormone that regulates circadian rhythms? Michael.
Melatonin.
That is correct. Melatonin. You jumped on that one. That's 20 more points. Anna Anderson spent decades pretending to be what Russian princess murdered in Cooper?
Anastasia.
Anastasia is correct. That's 20 more points. What novel in which soldier Rawdon Crawley leaves Becky Sharp? Ethan.
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair is correct, and that's 20 points. In what process are two measured data points along a function used to estimate a value for that function between those 2 points? Leaf.
Like, line of best fit.
Incorrect. Keith. Michael.
Secant line?
Incorrect. The process is interpolation. Interpolation. No points. And here's a new question for both teams. What state in which the Rattlesnake Springs Historic District is part of Carlsbad Caverns National Park? Ethan.
New Mexico.
That is correct. A lot of you jumped on that one, but Ethan was fastest on the buzzer. That's 20 points. In a 1534 novel by Francois Rabelais depicts the very horrific life of what giant who is the father of another giant named Pantagruel? Ethan.
Gargantua.
Gargantua, correct. 20 points. The Igbo people are concentrated. Cooper.
Nigeria?
That is correct. You did not need much of that there. 20 points, new question. Hippolyta was a queen of what warrior? Cooper.
Amazons?
Correct. That's 20 points. And that is all the time we have in the round. A 70-point spread. And I don't know if you can see it at home, but standing ovation from our audience for our contestants. Great job to both teams. We will be back with our presentation of our awards right after this break.
One of my favorite parts about Bergstrom is that it's a family environment, but it's also a global company with lots of opportunities in the future.
You get to learn how to be in a professional environment while also learning.
The experience working here at Bergstrom was definitely invaluable.
No one at my school or at many universities I know gets that hands-on experience firsthand until they're either in the work field or later.
So when a company is offering internships, you should definitely be looking into it. Now when a company like Bergstrom offers you an internship, you should be running to it.
We feel that being a part of the Bergstrom Quiz Bowl was a piece of our entire package of advertising that brings in new work to our location.
It bolstered awareness of the kind of work that we do and the kind of company that we are.
So it was very successful with name recognition in the community, with people knowing that we support the community. And it's really important to us as a couple and us as business owners of Superior Joining Technologies.
I would describe Rowan as an active 1.5-year-old. We didn't know anything at birth, and to have the doctor come in the middle of the night to sit and patiently tell you your child has a heart condition. Any time of day, there was always doctors on the floor able to see him at any time. I don't know how you can ever thank them enough. All of the amazing care that they provide. I can't wait to see what the future holds for Rowan.
Tony's of Winnebago wants you to stop on in this holiday season and enjoy the taste of Winnebago. Located just off Highway 20 in Winnebago, Tony's offers a variety of menu items with an extensive wine list for the perfect pairings. Have a party or corporate event? Tony's offers exclusive catering services from small parties to large corporate events. We're Tony's, and we want you to experience the taste of Winnebago.
All right, welcome back. Wow. Let me take a breath. Fantastic. We knew this was going to be a tight game. It really came down to that last round. It seemed like the gap was a little bit bigger, I think, than it ended up being, but we all saw how quickly that gap can widen with those questions worth 20 points. So, Keith Country Day, you already got a standing ovation. I mean, clearly the standing ovation for both teams, just to make it out of round one in this tournament is sometimes difficult. You made it all the way to the finals, went up against Auburn, and did a fantastic job, not just tonight, but all season long. So thank you. Jack Schaefer from Bergstrom would like to present you with your trophy and congratulate you individually.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. And maybe more importantly, Diane Kanowski is here representing our corporation, Nexstar Broadcasting, and you have some very fantastic prizes to give to our contestants as well, all right? Scholarship money, $500 for each of our runner-up contestants here. Again, great round of applause for Keith Country Day. Fantastic job tonight throughout the whole season. We're going to take another quick break and come back and congratulate our champs right after this. Stay with us.
By putting people, customers, communities, and innovation first, we are creating the things that allow us to go farther, reach higher, and do more than anyone ever dared dream. And we're doing it as one company, because we are the very best at what we do. And the sky truly is the limit.
Being part of engineering it's very exciting. I'm just starting my career right now, and I'm looking to becoming a mechanical engineer.
Rockford has a lot of talent. We have a lot of smart people. So to me, getting my degree here in Rockford just shows that Rockford's strong, and we have a lot of strong talents. So this program can open that up, and we can utilize that. And we don't have to pull in other talent from other places. We can use our own talent that we have here.
The IBEW is a proud sponsor of the Quiz Bowl. Since we began, we've seen our numbers of our apprenticeship applicants go up consistently. We're real excited about this year. We have parents calling in to check and see what exactly we're doing. We go through it that we have a 5-year apprenticeship program that'll eventually attain you to be a journeyman wireman. It's a different choice. It's an alternative choice from college. Since we've joined teams with the Quiz Bowl, we've seen nothing but positives from the community.
Hi, I'm Randy Palmieri, owner of Randy Palmieri & Son Incorporated. I'm here with Lily Palmieri to discuss a party we're going to have. Lily, when's the party?
Saturday, May 19th.
What time is the party?
10 to 2.
What are we going to have at the party?
We're going to have refreshments and a bouncy house.
Wow, that sounds like a good time. As well as that, we will have IKO reps on site and Royal Building Project reps on site, and our sales staff will be here. Come on down and join our open house.
Welcome back. It's time to congratulate our champions. This seems like a repeat maybe from last year, a couple of faces different, a lot of the faces the same. Congratulations again, 4-time champions, Auburn Knights, our Stateline Quiz Bowl champs throughout the season. You guys get tired of this? Certainly your families don't. Did you hear them? They started shouting out, no, of course we don't. Why don't you want to take home some more hardware? Shall we? Dave Rydell from Bergstrom. You actually get the heavier trophy. You know, they swapped. Murad is here on the end because he's a little bit stronger than Ethan. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The trophy's so big. Seriously, though, when Ethan started this out, he was about as big as that trophy. So, Dave, please, you do the honors. And then Diane Kanowski, again from Nexstar Broadcasting Group, with the scholarship awards for our winners.
Congratulations.
And again, as we talk about these teams, there's a lot of work that goes into them preparing for today. They compete all season long. They have coaches that support them. They have teachers that support them. Maybe more importantly, they have family who support them, not just tonight, but of course throughout the season. Don't forget, our Tournament of Champions begins next week. That's our 8-team tournament with teams from all over the state of Illinois. Thanks to Bergstrom, thanks to Rock Valley College, UTC Aerospace Systems, our production staff and crew, but more importantly, thanks to you for watching. We'll see you again next week for more Stateline Quiz Bowl.